may this be one of the best moments of your life. You're listening to the Business Mirror Podcast for a broader look on business with Senior Editor Dennis Estopace.
Good day. Welcome to Business Mondays with BM, a segment of the Business Mirror BM Broader Look podcast, which tackles the performance of the Philippine stock market. The Business Mondays with BM podcast is based on the stock market outlook story written by Business Mirror reporter BG Kabuwag and comes out every Monday. For the text version online, please go to www.businessmirror.com.ph and search for Stock Market Outlook. For the print edition, please go to the companies section of the Business Mirror newspaper. Let's get on with the story. Share prices closed lower last week, with the main index sinking deeper into the 5,700 point level, as trading was lackluster with not enough positive news to stimulate investments. The benchmark Philippine Stock Exchange Index fell 99.09 points to close at 5,785.09 points. The main index was down during the first 2 days of the 4-day trading week, but it gained too little during the remainder of the week to pull up the entire market. The average volume of trade was at 5.49 billion pesos, while foreign investors were net sellers at 3.78 billion pesos. All other sub-indices were down with the exception of the industrial index, which rose 23.24 points to close at 7,814.50 points. The broader all-shares index shed 40.85 to 3,493.73. The financials index declined 3.29 to close at 1,126.41. The holding firms index was down 101.67 to 5,998.23. The property index plunged 74.33 to close at 2,636.27. The services index shed 27.52 to 1,455.41. And the mining and oil index decreased 12.99 to close at 5,992.08. For the week, losers edged gainers 107 to 93 and 42 shares were unchanged. The top gainers were Imperial Resources Incorporated, Harbor Star Shipping Services Incorporated, Ginebra San Miguel Incorporated, Bloomberry Resorts Corporation, Integrated Microelectronics Incorporated, and EEI Corporation. Meanwhile, the top losers were Bogo Medellin Milling Company, Altus Property Ventures Incorporated, A. Brown Company Incorporated, Synergy Grid and Development Philippines Incorporated, Grand Plaza Corporation, and Pure Gold Price Club Incorporated. Share prices may remain depressed this week due to the lack of catalyst for investors to place their money on the market. Piper Choser Tan, research associate at PhilStocks Financials Incorporated, said the news about a vaccine may also be a key catalyst if proven to produce good results. Piper Choser Tan said he thinks that investors right now are more worried about the depressed economy, how the private sector will recalibrate its business model to cope with the new normal, and for the government to have a definite plan on how it will intervene with the virus containment, considering also the economic health of the Philippines. Piper Choser Tan said the main index may trade between the 5,700 level to the 6,000 level, with strong resistance at the 6,000 level. Market participation depicts that investors are not confident enough to enter equities market since corporate profits and economic activity will remain subdued due to the quarantine measures and virus containment in the Philippines, Piper Choser Tan said. Meanwhile, broker 2Trade Asia said the August inflation rate and a strong peso would both contribute to investors' optimism that the market will bounce back. The August inflation rate of 2.4% is still within the range of the central bank's forecast, Broker 2 Trade Asia said. The broker said that the remaining question mark is on demand pull factors. The broker explained this not only encompasses the intensity of quantity demanded in the new normal, but also accounts for changes in consumer preferences, both of which will ultimately shift modeling assumption. For the stock picks, broker Regina Capital and Development Corporation gave a buy recommendation on the stock of Ayala Land Incorporated, but only when its support price of between 23 pesos and 60 centavos and 25 pesos hold. Broker Regina Capital said the stock has managed to sustain 4 straight days of breakdown, has continued selling pressure push down prices, and brought the most reliable support to 25 pesos. The broker added that indicators are all on strong selling pressure. The broker said to watch out for the nearest support at 25 pesos should it hold. The shares of Ayala Land Incorporated closed last Friday at 28 pesos and 20 centavos apiece. Meanwhile, the broker gave the same advice on the stock of SM Prime Holdings Incorporated, placing a support price on the stock at 23 pesos and 40 centavos and 27 pesos and 20 centavos per share. Regina Capital said that SM Prime Holdings Incorporated sustained a 4-day losing streak, breaking down past the 3-month support of 28 pesos and 20 centavos. This brings the next lower bound to 27 pesos and 20 centavos, the broker said. Regina Capital added that indicators are all on strong sell signs. The broker said that at this point it looks like the selling pressure may persist. Regina Capital said should the 27 pesos and 20 centavos support be broken, the one at 23 pesos and 40 centavos looks the strongest and will likely provide some respite. The shares of SM Prime Holdings Incorporated closed last week at 27 pesos and 95 centavos apiece.
Thank you for listening to the Business Mirror podcast. For a broader look on business, follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Business Mirror. Until next time.